strive for wellness, sacrificing nothing.
You salted these, right? Cheers.
There's more.
So you took a break from Call of Duty, huh?
A little. Here and there.
Oh, you'll never guess what I got.
What's that?
I got a joint from Death Row.
That maybe it could be party time at Chase's when we go.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I got a 1 gram pre-roll.
Nice.
Tropical Runs from Death Row.
Oh, thank you. These animals are part of a quest to create one of the most prized.
Z's gonna start selling them down there at the shop.
Nice.
The adventurers are Craig Ravini and his wife Audrey Hitchcock.
Yeah, it's coming in at 27.5. It is for sativa.
Nice.
Okay. Smell ridiculous. I got that one put up for a special occasion.
I was seeing a thing, I don't know if it's true, but if I operate one, this was with Jay and
There he is.
That makes it very special for cheesemakers. Italians have been making mozzarella di bufala for 1,000 years. So far as I know, no one in America has managed to make a go of making it their own herd.
So does that mean that weekend we go down to Chase, there's gonna be a party at your house?
That depends.
On what?
If we got the kid or not.
Ah.
Yeah.
We'll pick up the keg on the way to your house.
These are all calves with an alpha female named Gracie. Gracie's a little upset.
Yeah, no. I'd prefer if I could go slab of wax.
Not sure what's happening right now. Right. Gracie's full name is Grace Slick. Audrey needs all her girls.
Crazy like that.
This is Linda. Linda Ronstadt.
He's getting too old.
He's getting too old. No, that's just the stepdaddy and him coming out.
That's Gracie. Watch it.
Hey man, I'm 24 going on like 85.
Sounds good.
And it's no picnic trying to milk them. First, you have to collect the calves to put their moms into a milk-giving mood with toddlers weighing 300 pounds. I did not touch that gate. Sure, but there's it. Line up, get in here. Finally, Audrey gets a couple of calves and moms into position. Like Patty. Meet Patty Smith and Emmylou Harris. Neither of these ladies.
Oh shit, yeah, let me get your stream pulled up. I got a phone stand now, so I can watch the stream while I
They have to have a release of oxytocin
Nice.
to let the milk down, and they have to be in a really good mood. So, you know, the way I say is, if you don't sweet talk a buffalo, you have to.
What's good, Babylon?
Yeah, I got a whole different setup now.
Oh, yeah?
Craig said,
Yeah.
I want to do this, and I said, honey, that's a really cool idea.
Is old Goose still chat band?
He was like, really?
Goose, yeah.
Even when a buffalo is in the mood, they don't give much.
Yeah, he's definitely still chat band.
So the raw material itself is rare and wonderful stuff.
Well, no, he might not be because we were playing earlier, and I don't think we had to be in private.
Ah.
So I don't think he is anymore.
It's not just the flavor; it's the silky texture of the milk.
And I hate to sound like a wine geek, but the coating on the side of that glass shows
It's not
you.
even breaking.
Yes.
What a solid.
Yes. It's like a coating of paint.
The real challenge begins when you try making these small, precious allotments of milk into cheese. The steps are simple: adding bacteria and enzymes to coagulate the milk, separating the solid. But to get mozzarella with exactly the right flavor and texture, it's a matter of finding precisely the right kind. Something the Italians have had 10 centuries to perfect.
I invited 2 Italians to come to smell. All the senses come into play to fight the smell. Cutting thin shavings of curd, that one.
Throwing in a little salt, adding hot water, judging when the cheese has reached the right stretching salt.
It takes a while to know when to get that curd just to the point where it's really melted. Most people will never eat a ball of mozzarella within 72 hours unless they this is a big deal. I want people in America to be able to have a piece of mozzarella and like it. That tanginess, not it's a texturally more pleasant kind of spark, and every time you chomp down on it, acidulated, milky water.
Hey, Kenneth, how you doing?
Once he reaches his goal of producing larger batches consistently, he'll have customers all across America, assuming he can create the packaging and shipping system necessary to transport the stuff in such pristine condition.
I don't think people have to go to Italy to have something this delicious.
Northern California is fertile ground for people pursuing their dreams. It's how a handful of vendors achieved international domination of the wine business, and how one family conquered the candy world with jelly beans.
It's so weird to eat a jelly bean that's only half a jelly bean.
And in those vineyards, you can find some of the best food in the region when the vineyard workers break for lunch. And I think the brain and those little muscles in the cheeks and eyes, tongue take on more of those flavors.
My kids can't hide anything from me. I'm home. Especially when they've been using toilet paper that doesn't hold up. Hold it, mister. Here's new Charmin Ultra Strong. It cleans better. You can count on it. New Charmin Ultra Strong has a diamond clean texture that's more durable. And it cleans better, so you can use less. Ah, much better. Hey, you passed the clean test and your mouth test. Oh, yeah. We all know. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
So easy to get eliminated. I can do this again. This place is surrounded by cops. I knew sooner or later it would end. Want to get the most out of one sheet? Grab Bounty. Bounty is making it stronger and more absorbent. So while ordinary brands can't hold up, one sheet of Bounty keeps working even when wet. Now that's the style of Bounty. Bounty, quicker picker-upper.
Everybody ready?
Yeah!
Watch this. Sound, laugh, learn, or wonder. I'm really gonna enjoy it.
Oh, I've travelled all over, telling folks they could save by bundling home and car insurance. But here's the real secret. Eye contact. We just had a moment.
Gotta go.
Together is the best way to discover joy. Kinder Joy. Open a world of surprise.
Some of the finest dining in California's Sonoma County happens outdoors next to some of the region's celebrated vineyards. Anyone have a hammer or something, a rock? This is not the typical wine country tourist stop. This is a harvest lunch with the unsung heroes of the wine industry. These are the people who pick the grapes. Workers at Sonoma's Kick Ranch vineyards are not seasonal migrants. Most of this crew has been working here for years. 3 times a season, the company throws a communal picnic for its employees, where the best food is what the workers' families
clean cover dishes from home and stuff. And that's what has got me really excited.
Tony Bonica is the vineyard's on-site manager. He's been in the fields with the crew all day long, and their day starts early. Picking grapes in the cool of a Northern California night guarantees they're chilled, and that's the way wineries want them when they go into the press. So the work starts at 1 a.m. The morning mist has lifted. They're down to the last couple of rows in this part of the vineyard.
This is what? Sauvignon Blanc, and I call it Muscat. You can smell the grapiness. Incredible. Here, I have not tried it. I like that. So good. There's tartness. There's a lot of sweet. Always like the wet stone. Like the wine people. Wet stone. Got it. I'll give you that one. I'll give you wet stone.
Watching Tony's crew at work, you see why they're such valued employees.
The speed and consistency here speaks for itself. And by the way, I should point out, where he looks is where his hands and scissors go, and his feet are moving the bucket along. And that allows him to pick 15, 18 pounds of grape clusters in about 20 seconds.
A crew of 70 can collect 50,000 pounds of
We're
grapes
all
in
mixed
1
in.
day's work. And these grapes go straight to
That's
the fields
crazy.
of the wine press. So you have to pull out all the dirt and leaves.
Mario's job here is we take all this out, and one thing we pride on ourselves is how clean it gets to the winery.
Right.
Because the less they have to do, the happier they are.
Right. I guess snacking in the vineyard is similar to the thrill that wine geeks get when tasting all the unique, complex flavors of a particular grape grown in a particular patch of ground. Tony's boss, Glenn Alexander, is happy to share his take on this year's Sauvignon Blanc.
This grape for you? I mean, what is it telling you?
You know, the first thing anybody gets when they bite into it is a sensation of sweetness or
Apple.
yeah, and it'll change in the winery.
I only gotta get
But I'm not
3 more
opposed to it.
guns,
You know,
Dark
people
Spine.
are-
Nice. Only.
Yeah, and then I can start doing dark matter on everything.
When all the different crews get together, it's 70 workers plus their families. Most of these folks are originally from Mexico, primarily from Michoacan and Oaxaca. And this is a Michoacan favorite. Goat? Goat. Birria de Chivo is a Michoacan version of cooking a goat. Steamed, not roasted. Santos Pizarro made it, using a goat raised in the garden of his own home. This is a community where people raise, butcher, and prepare their own animals for gatherings like this one. The cooking method is simple. Steam large pieces of the goat for at least 4 hours. The crucial question is what kind of sauce do you steam it in?
Uses 2 different types of chilies. Yep. He adds onion to it. Yep. And other spices. Yep. And it's one to tell me.
Of course, and he doesn't want to tell me. As he should, we should keep that a secret.
Yeah.
And then the juices from the meat go back down into there and create that incredible broth at your body. It's like tasting water. That is, it's deep, and the goat fat has emulsified in the sauce and gives it a body. Right? Very good.
It is muy sabroso.
Claro que sí. And do me a favor? Yes. If nobody goes after that head later, save it for me. The tongue is still inside there, and we'll eat the tongue. Sounds good?
All right. The taste of Oaxaca is here in the peppery, chocolatey, and complex braised chicken mole, and the spicy headiness of the steamed banana leaf wrapped chicken.
The aroma is so grassy and citrusy from those herbs. Like lemon and oregano combined. So simple, so subtle. But when you cook it in this style, wrapped in banana leaf in a pot with the Tierra Santa, it concentrates all that chicken flavor as well. It's delicioso. Really, really good.
Before I go, there's a goat head waiting for me.
Yeah, we got it.
The long, slow steaming of the birria guarantees that the brain and tongue are aromatized with that wonderful sauce in the bottom of the pot beneath the meat.
onion and garlic and guajillo chili and all there. And I think the brain and those little muscles in the cheeks and eyes, tongue take on more of those flavors. Much rather eat a boiled egg than a roasted one.
There's a lot of elegant, high-end living associated with the Northern California wine industry. Some of the best eating in the region happens hidden away in these hills and valleys, far away from the million-dollar homes and fancy restaurants. This region is also home to the place responsible for one of my favorite foods in all the world. The Jelly Belly Jelly Bean Factory. This is where they're shaped, stamped, and flavored. Some flavors you might not expect.
Booger.
Burger is it. What did it smell like when you broke it?
Sour underoath.
Gross.
With Jelly Bean, the flavor has its passionate devotees. Except maybe some of these flavors.
It is baby wipes.
Baby wine.
And dog food.
I'm gonna say mud. Oh, that's gross.
This blind taste test is happening in the same place where they make the best jelly beans on the planet. Jelly Belly Jelly Beans manufactured in Fairfield, California. There's a story behind those gross beans. Just look at the hurricane going into millions of delicious ones.
It takes 7 to 21 days to make one Jelly Belly bean.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you.
Just for the record, I adore them. I keep them in my house, my office, and my travel bags wherever I go. A trait shared with notables like Ronald Reagan, whose likeness in beans hangs on a wall of fame alongside other American icons, all assembled out of these iconic candies. You can call these a guilty pleasure, but after getting hardcore kill confirmed, they're made, don't ever call them junk food.
Your family's been making candy for over 100 years, right?
Right. My great-great-grandfather came over from Germany in 1869 and began his candy-making business then, and we've been doing it ever since.
We've lost the daddy. Following in her great-grandfather's footsteps.
Hostile spot.
Third and fifth generation of her family.
This is our state-of-the-art kitchen where we make the center of the Jelly Belly bean.
Right.
In the beginning, there's the slurry. Water, syrup,
Medic,
sugar,
I need a medic over here.
flavored with intense concentrate from ingredients.
A little test every
The hell is this
batch
guy
we
doing?
make. We take a little down of it out and put it on this board, and we can check it for color and consistency on here, and then we keep these.
The hostile UAV established overhead.
Oh, what the fuck? First it was all spot.
Right, that's red apple. My favorite.
It's so weird to eat a jelly bean. There's only half a jelly bean.
But not hot.
At different stages along the way, these beans have to rest or cure in order to dry and harden.
And I'm sure you've probably seen somebody else's beans, not ours, stuck together in a bag. They didn't take the time to heat it in between those stages to get the bean just right.
After the centers have cured, the hard shell is added, layer by layer, in these giant spinning kettles.
As someone who's been eating these his whole life, you're telling me, I have to tell you, eating them at this stage, where now they're becoming a Jelly Belly jelly bean, but still aren't what you can get in the store, is unbelievable.
Army blast
They're
track.
so orangey.
Human eyes and hands do a final quality control check to make sure the machines didn't miss any lopsided scuff or mixed up jelly beans.
Okay, that's crazy.
Only then is each bean ready to
Target appears
stamp
hostile.
Jelly Belly signature. About 21,000 of them per minute.
There we go. Now they look like Jelly Belly.
There are about 90 different jelly belly flavors, from the familiar to the exotic.
Shock charge going out.
Hostile UAV established overhead.
I know you like to taste crazy and really off-the-wall things. But it's pretty edgy for the candy world.
Lisa's idea is to give a blind taste test of those edgy, off-the-wall candies. With the familiar fruit flavors, usually about distilling the essence's natural juices.
of those. What did it smell like when you
Enemy care package above.
But that human sweat thing
There
is, for
is
example,
something
what's washed
human
on
in this.
Limburger.
Yeah.
There's,
Yeah.
I mean, this is.
Hostile LDCR drop detected.
What do you got? What is it? This is Mark. Mark grew out of the cheesy flavors developed for pizza flavors, which is built for vinegar, acid, that whole final thing. I do like that. Barf is one of the crazy flavors sold as part of the Bean Boozled line. Mixed in with regular flavors.
Look alive. Hostile sentry turret active.
So I'm gonna go with the earwax.
No.
No?
Another body order.
Oh, cereal booger.
Burger is it.
And the driving force behind these wax
Enemy UAV inbound.
partly a marketing gimmick, partly to challenge his team's creative imagination. I'm getting like Caesar and Burger Box running.
Incoming grenade.
Cheap drugstore collection.
That's the earwax.
No.
Yes.
Somehow, I don't see these Bean Boozled flavors becoming popular favorites. What these
Watchdog Hilo incoming on your location.
Even if business is all about mass-produced consistency, there's room for experimenting with alternatives. There's a lot of experimenting with alternative food sources in this part of the country, including for them along the shores of San Francisco Bay.
I like the way you're doing that.
Enemy watchdog Hilo overhead.
Most of your asthma says you can't. Tespire. You can't. Tespire is an add-on treatment for people 12 and over that treats your type of severe asthma. To help you prevent attacks, breathe
So we're going to a cool box.
and relieve asthma
Counter UAV
symptoms.
established above.
Rash or eye allergy. Out to your doctor. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection or your asthma worsens. Avoid live vaccines. Sore throat, joint, back pain may occur. By helping control your asthma,
Send the chop
Tespire
chop.
lets you
Blast trap out.
be you. Ask your asthma specialist for Tespire by name.
How about you shoot the enemy?
Upgraded topical heating cabinet. Stores Nutella Drizzle. Trust me. These are very hard. And these rising body drizzle is a topical at the top. Topped with banana, goji berry, and fresh pineapple.
Engaging shooter. They had it coming.
Tropical flavors and tropical smoothie cafe. Join perfect time now.
Hostile UAV established overhead.
Shit, fucked up.
Have you played Firing Range yet?
Nuh-uh.
California landmark, Kirk Lombard
That's a fun one.
pursuing an animal many people have never seen.
It's just like Black Ops 2, just better graphics.
Nice.
They're nice to look at.
Yes, they're very nice to fun. Would you like to follow one?
Hostile grenade.
LDCR incoming.
They don't fight.
They do have a row of sharp spines down there.
What you want to do is you want to kind of get it like that. So that's
Red
cool.
call. Enemy watchdog Hilo inbound.
Football.
Kirk isolation. Sideline, he tells me how they want
Sure. Hey, USA, how you doing? Yeah.
Alright, so what we're going to do
How's the weather for you in Santa Fe right now? Oh.
Off the roster, by the way. This is very tranquil, but this is no joke. It's icy cold water with a current that can flow you under the bridge in out 15 minutes.
Oh, damn. They're expecting snow this weekend.
That's colorful in certain places around Mexico.
Yeah, we got a little. It's drizzling a little bit, just enough to fucking make all the vehicles look like shit. But the next couple of days is expecting rain.
Simply nuance the thing in a whole, right? I like the way you're doing that. Very simple. Good touch.
I'm coming.
Damn it, we lost the lead.
You're
losing this fight.
Oh, you sneaky bastard.
Let your cousin warm up.
I don't think it's a crab or anything.
Going hot.
Heads up. Hostile care package inbound. Enemy UAV inbound. Whatever it is, we'll never know. We won't quite grab the bait. I think we should move. Sounds great. We should have a couple of bites by now, and I'm not getting anything. Hey, you want me to retrieve the rag? On a good day, Kirk comes up with a dozen or more
Driving,
couple of hours
RTFC.
work. This is not one of those days. There's plenty of other things
Hang on.
these
Let me
rocks.
call Langley. Give him the good news. Textbook execution, people.
Yeah, we need
That's
it
how
here
Black Ops
too.
does it.
What can I say? Like this? Here you go. You're welcome. Also crab. Bang. And fish. Oh! Yeah, you're gonna rock this. No, you're gonna grab it. That is a really delicious fish. Unfortunately, there's a size of that. And I'm gonna guess this one is too small. Yeah, they have to be 15 inches. Well, this one is just under. Yeah, I'm sad. See you later, Cabazon. Just when I'm starting to smell the odor of skunk. Oh! That is a beauty! Look how weird it looks like it's completely given up. But he knows who he's dealing with. That is fantastic. Now that's a good size one. Yeah, that's a nice one. It's about a 2-pounder. 2.5. What's the rank? 6. Yeah. And what's your record?
Barbecue chicken.
6.1. We're gonna
Ooh.
round up 7. Okay. Of course we will.
Really, Dobby? You have to wait now. I already got comfortable.
Well, that was great. For the record,
Go lay down.
monkey face is a fish and not really part of the eel family. And I don't really see the monkey resemblance. There's something very frog-like about its little peeper eyes and stuff like that. So frog-faced eel might be a better... Frog-faced eel? Well, monkey... Here's the problem. For eating purposes, a monkey-faced eel, you know, they're going to need to rename it before it gets a marketing board behind it. It's been tough. Once they're filleted and grilled, the monkey face has all the stunning nuance of flavor and texture of first-class seafood. You know, there's no bones. It's firm flesh. Without getting too, and I'm not trying to compare, it just has the texture of lobster. Yeah. Very firm. Yeah. Don't you think so? I do, man. But I've eaten so many of them, it's nice to hear you sort of wax poetic about it. Kirk doesn't make a lot of money off these things. His real motivation is his desire to widen the horizons of what people conventionally regard as edible seafood. It's firmer than monkfish, and the meat is flaky, it's not greasy. I'll tell you what, it's a lot more sustainable for you to go out and catch a couple of monkeyfish deals than to go to the store and
Hell yeah.
Everybody in the world is looking for something that's firm-fleshed and not too prevalent with fish oil, and this is the answer. But eeling is just something that I think most Americans who live in the coastal cities don't realize can be a fantastic pastime. They're great food on their plate. You take a grilled or pan-fried piece of this
Right off the back of it. Back with a teammate.
little scoop of lemon mayonnaise.
I think it put us in an already started game.
Right.
It did.
All over San Francisco, there are young chefs
We're losing
with
bad.
sustainable, foraged foods that better represent the local landscape. Kirk is finding customers like Red Dunmore, who is making monkey face eel a signature dish at his restaurant, Nojo. Here, the monkey face eel is
Hardpoint identified.
Your time is up, prisoner.
Urine and soy sauce.
Enemy RCXD detected. Hardpoint active.
What I love is this raw, and it's so smoky and sweet. Yeah, I'm going for it.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
I really like what you've done with it. But more importantly, how popular is
Hardpoint is secure. Hostile care package inbound.
We have to email customers when we get it on the menu. Yeah.
My bad.
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Enemy UAV inbound.
Sustainability takes many
Motherfucker.
California,
Hardpoint located.
running sheep through some of the world's most prized vineyards.
Hardpoint locked
Clear
down.
away the bugs and weeds. They clearly seem to know what their primal imperative is.
Hardpoint is active.
Those same sheep are ending up on the cutting board.
Hardpoint is secure.
Balls, bringing the true
Where are you going,
experience of the dining public.
Cook your balls off. That's all I have to say.
Say you own a Napa Valley.
Oh.
Clear of bugs and weeds without using killer pesticides. Who are you gonna call? Woolly Weeders. For just $100 per acre, Woolly Weeders will send a flock of 500 sheep through your vineyard, where they'll eat up all the weeds and bug larvae they can stomach, but won't ever nibble on the vines.
Hardpoint identified.
And it's the
They're gonna install
brainchild
that now.
of Don and Carolyn Watson.
Huh?
Where's the
When did you
install?
get the idea to start this business? This
Oh,
is
yeah.
Hardpoint active.
and said, boy, I'd like to be out with some sheep.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Right. It was just, this is the best job because you're outside all the time.
Yeah, Don and Carolyn quit the accounting world and now keep a flock of 3,000 sheep feeding their way across up to 10,000 acres of Northern California farmland every year. They clearly seem to know what their primal imperative is.
Well, people call them dumb, but what they know very well.
Right. If you have any doubts that sheep can be trained to be four-legged lawnmowers, watch what happens when they reach the end of a row. Boy, everyone is just sort of held up.
active.
Well, there's a dog and a whistle and years of training.
Right.
So they kind of know they're not allowed into the next one.
That's
And,
awesome.
Hardpoint located.
Ingenious as this is, it's just a sideline to Don's main business, fine-dining restaurants with high-quality lamb and mutton. Everything these animals
Hardpoint
eat
is active.
100% pure and natural.
Hardpoint locked down.
Go lay down before I give it to you.
That is especially animals on great feed.
So, fuck your problem is.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Using Archangel.
RCXD moving out.
Hardpoint identified.
Don't stand in the way of justice.
Hardpoint active.
My bad, Chase.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
It's no wonder
You're being outplayed, Crimson One. Step it up.
Stupid. Cut
Oh
it
shit, I
up.
didn't know I was muted the whole time. We've been talking this whole time.
Hardpoint is secure.
turn into superstar chefs.
You know, let's put it this way. I have been blessed by running into some of the best chefs in the world.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Now that we've got
beast under control. What are you gonna cook from there?
What the hell? There's no way.
We're gonna braise it with some coriander, cumin, and a little bit of juniper berry.
And then here
we have kidneys, our favorite. And then these are the lamb hearts that we're gonna be grinding these up and making a ragu out of it, serving it with pasta. Yeah.
Hardpoint located.
Chili, oil and lime, onion and tomato to make a snack of my own to share. It's a
Hardpoint is here.
How sweet to finish that kidney is.
That's really good.
Just a year ago, Don couldn't give this kind of stuff away. Now Tyler and Curtis are turning it into great food and good business.
How are you going to cook the balls? The balls, we're going to slice them in down. Yeah. Sauteing brown butter, a little bit of wine brown, yeah.
Oh, motherfuckers.
Damn it, Crimson, that's not good enough.
This is what I love about food in this part of the world. No one's afraid of simplicity, and everywhere you go, there's a freaking garden. For an eater, it's a fantastic place to be.
Bad guy, 12
o'clock. How much I love this.
Tango frag.
My butter. My butter. Lamb butter. It almost tastes like an Asian meatball. Yeah. Sort of texture, where they pound the fat until it's emulsified and then it's springy and spongy. Yeah. I mean, it's just technical. Their ragu uses ground parts.
You're out there with your food, Snoopy, so don't try it. Look it out.
See now, why would you use any other cut after tasting this? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's fun stuff. Because there's nothing in there that's too bloody or reminiscent of an Oregon or none of that. It's so sweet. Cooked beautifully, by the way.
We're definitely followers of the KISS model.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple, stupid. Because you're not that smart.
You can seriously, you can cook from your heart, you can cook your balls off. That's all I have to say. Visiting Northern California can give a whole new meaning to the term alternative lifestyle. There's hard work and great food. A real taste of Northern California happening just outside the line, demarking the typical tourist destination. This is where people are living well, eating well, and where you will want to be the next time you're in Northern California. Just remember, if it looks good, eat it. At Little Caesars, get a large two-topping pizza for only $5.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $5.99? Get out of here. Big pizza's only $5.99? No way. It's just $5.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $5.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Hey, pirates, get your hook off my $5.99 pizza. Choose a large two-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $5.99 when you order online. Only $5.99. What? Pizza, pizza.
Yeah, I ended up getting, my brother got that Sniper Elite one, a new one from Gamefly.
Oh, hell yeah.
I beat it in about 20 hours.
Just at a moment.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad.
I was disappointed.
Yeah, the Sniper Elite games were in their prime back in the day, for sure.
So you have an ice chest, though?
Yeah, depending on how big you need.
It don't have to be too big, just because we're going to be taking our brother's car, and we don't think we'll have enough room for everything in the back trunk, plus the ice chest.
Oh, okay.
Together is the best way to discover joy.
Kinder Joy. Open the world of surprise.
Yeah, we should be able to figure something out.
Pinch and squeeze. Welcome to a frontier town that's still pushing boundaries. I feel like a 5-ounce sausage in a 4-ounce case. A do-it-yourselfer's nirvana, where small-scale provisioners... And where the biggest tastes...
And maybe we can get onto some of those big catfish over there and do a nice fish fry.
That'd be badass.
It's all Portland, Oregon, America's petri dish for first-class craftsmanship and homespun experimentation. Or broker tooth. This is America's model food community, an interconnected web of chefs, purveyors, and craftsmen obsessed with pushing the envelope of what's fresh, local, and best.
Say that this is a bizarre food for you.
Correct. I'm Andrew Zimmern.
Yes, baby.
And this is Bizarre Foods America. Portland, Oregon is the ultimate DIY food city in America. Small, accessible, home to impeccable local ingredients, the city's made its name as a haven for free thinkers and experimenters. People like Chef Naomi Pomeroy, who took a defunct hair
I guess we'll see how much flour we end up going through, huh?
one of Portland's flagship restaurants.
There's a real pioneering spirit here. People like sort of the grit and the do-it-yourself charm.
Folks here are willing to take a risk on the next big thing because they don't see the risk. No matter the bumps or stings along the way. Bees everywhere. Bees, bees, bees. Damien Magesta owns Bee Local, a honey company that wants to put beehives in every neighborhood in the city.
This is from my backyard. Dip your finger in there and taste it.
Damien knows that honey harvested from each of Portland's neighborhoods tastes unique, solely predicated on the flowers and plants the short-ranging bees were pollinating. Honey from this backyard tastes like mint.
If there was a label on this that said mint honey, I would say, wow, that's the mintiest honey I've tried in a long time. I would tell. Son of a gun.
This honey comes from a hive just 4 miles north in the city's Montevilla neighborhood.
It's just mellow, deep, rich, buttery. Yeah, completely different.
Bee Local maintains 20 hives in Portland.
We're able to be able to taste the environment, you know, we really taste it and get into it. It's great. It's fantastic.
His dream is to expand the model to other American cities and create a national network of neighborhood clinics.
Hey, Bandit, how you doing?
Homeowners to donate their backyards to swarms of bees, or to allow strange-looking people to tromp around on their property in an overstuffed insect suit.
I feel like a 5-ounce sausage in a 4-ounce case.
In Portland, not even an issue.
Are you the fan that then says, stick it in my yard?
Yeah.
Is that how it really works?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I did.
For Emily Engdahl, hosting Damien's Bees was the perfect way to improve her garden's biohealth and support an innovative Portland enterprise.
And it's perfect. This is the best year that my garden has ever had.
It really is a miracle. Bees are the industrial engine of the flora world. What a fun thing to have going on, isn't it?
Harvesting the honey is simple once you put the bees to sleep with a little smoke.
Perfect. Excellent. You like basting turkey? Yeah.
That makes removing the frames coated in liquid gold just that much easier.
Oh, this one's got a lot of honey in it. It's heavy. Yeah.
All right.
Beautiful.
Frames removed, the honey is transported from the hive. Otherwise, the bees will instinctively try and steal it back.
So what they do is they pull up.
Oh, hell yeah, the Bandit. That's what's up. What up, AP? How you doing, bro?
Whatever it might be, right? and then spit it back up into here. He spit, absolutely. It's the perfect food.
I'm not doing too bad.
Yeah, it's incredible. Does not go bad. It is amazing from the top. Wow. That's extremely groovy. Yeah.
I got a question for you, Chase.
No.
All those, you say how your dad has the different parts and all that.
Yeah.
I'm about to send you a picture. I'm missing a bolt I need.
A boat. Let's see what kind of boat we're talking about.
It's part of the forward drive part.
Oh, did you see my little wheelbarrow boat?
Nuh-uh. Oh, yeah.
It's one way to do it.
There.
You see.
And I actually had to tighten them up a little bit because they were actually those two were a little loose.
Oh, a rack and pinion bolt. Okay.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
It's a front differential is what it's connected to. Because that's the front drive shaft.
Wait a second. What angle am I looking at here?
Right underneath, that's the front drive shaft. That way you're looking at it right there, that's the right side up right there.
Okay, so
it goes that because there's a front drive shaft going to the front differential.
Oh.
Because those 3 bolts and those like 3 more bolts in the front. Those 2 more, I think 2 more in the front on the driver's side and 2 more on the passenger side.
Okay. You just need the one?
Yeah. Because I looked at it. Because I was looking, trying to find that forward drive actuator. Because I'm going to plan to replace that too. Because that forward drive light will come on and off all the time.
Yeah, those things are...
And what's crazy, when I put it into forward drive, the light will go off.
Huh. You might have a hole in the vacuum line somewhere.
Because I know I got to replace, as soon as they get me that oil pan, because they got a new oil pan for it. Because that one's dented to shit.
Well, you gotta replace the oil pan on it?
Well, they have a new pan. I guess that other one, that guy owned it, fucking, I don't know what he did, but he dented the pan. And it's right by the drain plug.
The fuck? Probably backed over a rock all stupid.
Yeah.
But not too bad to replace.
No, I looked it up and I looked underneath and there's only one little piece of trim, like a trim, I guess, by the transmission I have to take off to get to the other bolts.
Yeah. At least it's not like my truck. My truck, I gotta take the whole fucking front differential.
Well, one video I watched, the guy was saying that there's 2 ways to go about it. Pulling up the motor sump or dropping the differential. That's where I figure out what bolt I'm missing. Because that part that's on the differential.
I don't know, we've always just fucking jacked the body of the truck up.
One video I watched, that's what the person did. He just had it up on jack stands. And I was looking at the video and I actually went out there and looked. It's just that back trim I'm going to have to remove to get to those bolts. But all the other ones, I can get to the bolts.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be too bad. I don't know. My dad's the expert on those fucking Hemis. He's
But
the only
yeah.
one I know that can fucking take a motor out and put another motor in 6 hours.
Damn.
And there's been
And
several
I
times
think I'm
that he's
gonna.
taken one
And
out.
my rear differential is leaking some. It's not. It's right where the dry shaft connects to the rear end. Right at the
Oh
bearing.
shit.
So it's probably just that bearing right
sealed.
there. But I know it's all wet. It's not leaking enough where it's making a spot on the ground. But yeah, I just
But it's
noticed
wet.
that. Yeah, I just noticed that the other day. I'm like, like that's gonna be another investment there.
Yeah, that one's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, I just remembered I forgot to look at your list after 3. That's what said it could be, you know.
Let me introduce you to a pork lover's idea of Fantasyland.
Oh yeah, I toasted that sub.
Oh yeah.
Finally. Yeah. I went ahead and half on the amp out.
Ooh.
And I gave that little Scar a whole ass fucking 3,800 watts of fucking power. And he said, "Let's get it."
I bet.
But I did find out that right about 2,300, 2,400 is like perfect for that little shallow Scar.
Oh yeah. At least was.
Yeah, but I'll do it.
I say at least was. What's up, Trizik?
Oh, I had another one I put in it.
Trizik, I need
It's
a
in
speaker box for underneath my seat.
For what? Like what I said.
Don't matter, 10 or 12s. I found one someone was selling $150 with 2 10s in them. But either one. Happy birthday, Trizik. But when I did have, because I was gonna offer him $100, I took that little metal bracket that was underneath my seats. I took that out too to have for the subs. Got a hold of him and he already sold it.
Yeah.
Same thing with someone had some fucking 20-inch tires. There was a fucking nice knobbies. They had five tires. And they had it up for $150. I messaged them, and it was already pending. Then a couple minutes later, it was sold. But I did find someone else that's selling tires. Let me see. They got a few different sizes. They got 265s, 60 R20s, 275s, 55 R20s, and 295 60 R20s. And they said on that it depends. It ranges between $60 and $70 a tire.
Shit.
I'm like, that I can deal with.
I don't know. I would go with Calvert ones. Let's see.
Well, I sent you. Oh, do I have that? No, I don't. What the fuck?
This is the result of years of trial and error, tweaking temperatures.
Yours is what, a 16-inch rim?
20.
No, yours is 20.
Yeah.
So we'll do 90. Alright.
One of the few people experimenting with curing whole animals, deboning hogs, curing them in salt and dry aging them for over a year. So that you're gonna flatten this and salt it and just let it rip.
We salt it, and then we just fold it into a little box like this.
To give you some perspective, I was in a village in rural Sardinia the last time I saw a whole hog curing like this. It's just not something you see in America. To get it right, the seasoning and salting have to be done perfectly. Otherwise, the whole may be too salty or not cured at all. And then there's the question of waiting over the thing to be ready to use.
See, this picture I'm about seeing, that's the kind of box I need. I'll send it to you too, Trizik.
See you in 18 months. Today, this pig will be packed, salted, and hung to dry. The former takes the place of the one that's been hanging more than a year, which Eli and restaurant manager Nate Tilden claim is finally ready to out.
Perfect. Oh, this is unbelievable. That's good, right?
It looks good. This right now is probably not going on anywhere else in the United States right now. This is extremely difficult to do.
That's some beefy tires there.
You do it regularly, and it's
Right around the same price, yeah.
Tires like that, is that each or for the whole set?
I think that's each, but I found a whole set of those for like $300.
Nice.
They got deals every once in a while.
There are fresh shavings of the cured pork leg. Cheers.
Because if I get something like that, I'll need to get 5 to put one on my spare rim too.
Yeah.
But see, those,
That's
with
what
those, I
back
wouldn't,
tires.
see, if I had something like that, I wouldn't need my 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
you already know my middle name. Lardell. And it is gorgeous.
Tires pretty grippy and they actually pretty quiet. If you there.
Yeah, it really does.
That actually you expect down here.
Yeah, because I spot at 6, at the backside of Brantley, like, if I would have had better tires, I wouldn't have needed my 4-wheel drive to go up that hill.
Oh yeah, no, you would.
Because I got almost to the top. It was to where it was flattening out, and that's where I lost traction. So I backed up, put it fucking full low, and it just climbed right out. Because 3 of my tires pretty much need replaced. One of them is pretty much brand new.
Damn.
From its food carts to its mom and pops to its vibrant restaurant scene.
That spare looks like it's pretty good. I just gotta see what size it is. 'Cause as far as I know, like when it comes to 4-wheel drive, you don't want to have your spare a different size.
No, but I mean, if you're just in 2-wheel drive and you gotta blow out down the highway or whatever, it'll get you home.
Yeah.
I mean, I ran different size tires forever, and fucking.
That would be a
my
nice box
suspension
if
is preloaded all
it
the
would
time,
work,
too.
but that one wouldn't.
Not only is the space affordable, there's a wealth of people collaborating to stretch.
All because I got those little cubbies underneath my seat.
Like that smoked crudo and bourbon ice cream at Le Pigeon.
I know Amazon's got specific ones like you can look up for truck and stuff.
A buddy of mine
And they do
found
that Affirm. Hey, you need to sign up for that Affirm stuff. It's like a monthly payment deal. Like you can go ahead and buy it, and they'll send it to you, and then you just pay the monthly Affirm, and it builds your credit to you. I found that out.
There you go.
Collecting hundreds of varieties from around the globe.
Yeah, because I got those little cubbies underneath my seat. So I got to get the box that has those 2 little parts coming down to fit into the cubby hole.
Yeah, let me see if I can find one.
Places like Cyprus, where salt is hand harvested from the Mediterranean and dried into stunning miniature pyramids of flavor.
That's like a bass note. It's big. It's like a bass note with a gain turned up really high.
Oh, but so much of that one little bit is still blooming in flavor in my mouth.
Yeah, Trizik, we seen your little brother today at Albertsons.
Cylinders of aged bamboo and incinerated 9 separate times.
So this is a 9x roast, a 9-ton roast. This is the most powerful salt that they make. Powerful in what way? You're about to find out.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh look, here's a better one.
LeBron eggs.
For 10 or 12.
I like eggs. I like sulfur.
So the first one I sent you is for
When you're driving
10s, and these ones are for 12.
factory, you roll up all the windows and you pray
That's terrible.
Funk aside, salt like this is an essential ingredient in traditional Korean medicine. Believed to inhibit cancer.
And one thing about the ones with the 12s, I might still be able to use my other the 12s I have. They might not be the right airspace, but yeah.
In Portland, Mark has found the perfect petri dish for his bird
Yeah.
revolution. You'll find
You see, mine's not the right airspace either. Mine's overboxed.
tartar and Lincoln
Yeah, that's why you killed your
That
speaker.
little-
sea salt and caramel ice cream over its
Hey, it did fine for like 6 months. Okay. And then my ass got stoned and was like, oh, I'm gonna tune my sub, and then ended up rewiring it to a half ohm, hit it with 4,000 watts of power and toasted it.
Ooh.
So all I did was unscrew it, walk inside, grab the other one out of the closet, and put that one in, turn it back down, left it alone.
I miss my Brutus amp.
They're fucking gnarly for what they are.
And the only reason I probably would still have it, here you go, if it wasn't for that I had 2 of them. I ended up getting off of someone off of one of those fucking audio pages on Facebook.
Yeah.
They had 2 of them. They actually sold them to me and let me do payments on them. And once I paid it off,
badass.
he sent them to me. And I hooked them both. I had them both
What's up,
bridged
Brennan?
together and had them hooked up on my Sundowns. And I was going to switch to a different amp. So I just had one running. And my buddy of mine wanted the other ones. I sold it to him. And about a week later, he finally went to go hook it up, and it was no good. So I just fucking took that amp I had hooked up. I'm like, well, here, same amp, it works. Here you go.
Yeah, that's wild. But yeah, I picked that one up for $100 off Amazon.
Nice.
It's pretty gnarly for $100. Like in total in my system, I got $150.
Not bad.
Paid $50 for an LC2i Pro. Paid $100 for the amp. And the sub and everything was free.
And I got my Orion Street amp is what I'm gonna be putting in the truck.
That's gonna be pretty gnarly in there.
Yeah, I have a it's a Rafa 5-gate P3, P2 I think, 10-inch I'm gonna put in there until I get me 212, until I get me a box to go under my seat.
I know those Rockford Fosgates. I had the P1s, and they're fucking gnarly.
Okay, that's what my 12s are, the P3s. P2s. I think the P2s. But same as my 10-inch I have too.
I'll be learning the secret of constructing food that doesn't look like food at all. You don't eat that. Yes. You eat that?
I don't know. I wish I could get my hands on a fucking Apocalypse 15.
Ooh. I'm just not
I'd be
looking
happy
forward.
at that point.
Oh, I bet. I'm just not looking forward to running my RCA's remote control wire and all that.
Oh, it's not that bad in that truck.
Yeah, but because I like going behind, underneath the trim.
Yeah, and your trim's kind of brittle in that truck, I'm sure.
Because like the power wire, I run that underneath the vehicle.
See, I got my power wire right under my carpet. I got my power.
I would do that. I just don't like going through the firewall.
I didn't go through the firewall. I went through
Oh,
the
no.
fender. I went through the fender and then down through the kick panel where the wires for the door go.
Yeah.
I cut a little hole in the boot and put the wire through there and ran it through the kick
Like
panel and under the
like the
carpet.
Tahoe, I had all that wire ran through the frame. As soon as it came out from underneath from the firewall.
I bet you it was easier that way. 'Cause you
Yeah.
got those fucking tube or those
Yep.
breather vents in the back that you can just go through.
Cause like my Vibe, I had that all underneath the vehicle too, and I had it all fucking tied up to the fucking frame all the way back.
Amazon makes it convenient for friends and family to share their joy.
That'd be the way to do it.
Start your registry
I see a lot of people frown on it, like, whoa, like, it could come loose and drag this and that. I'm like, well, that's why you fucking secure it. Here you go. Instead of this
Yeah,
tied out, use
I mean-
bailing wire.
It's all based on preference, really.
Yeah.
If you want to put the extra work into drilling a hole in the firewall and then getting a boot for it, and, you know, more power to you. But, I mean, if there's already a port towards the back where the amp's going to be anyways, and the secondary batteries and all that, like, why not just run through that boot that's already back there?
Yeah, 'cause I already got my ground wire prepped. 'Cause I got a big old terminal on it, crimped on it.
Uh-huh.
But what I'm going to do with that, I'm going to actually bolt that straight to the frame.
That's what I want to do is fucking ground straight to the frame. Well, actually, because see, I'm running on a stock alternator and a stock battery too.
I'm wondering what size alternators in this truck.
I think it's 163 amp.
Huh, so it's just a little smaller than the one I had in my Vibe.
I wanna say it's a 163 or a 165 off.
Because I have a custom alternator I got when I had my Vibe. It was a 180 amp alternator.
See, with that, you should just build a little bracket that bolts up to your other alternator, and then run it like that.
Yeah. It'd be nice if I could just fucking bolt that one up and use that one instead, but and it's all like a powder coated red.
Hell yeah.
But I had someone hit me up one
See,
time.
I'm running a 185 all right now. It was meant for Cadillac.
Oh, okay.
But I was like, well, it's the same thing for mine, right? And they were like, yeah, pretty much, just it runs hotter. And I was like, that's fine, because I run subs and shit anyway, so.
Yeah, because whenever...
I do got some hellacious voltage drop, though.
I bet. Whenever I parted out my Vibe, the first thing I did, I took that out and put it away. And that person that was getting a lot of parts off of it hit me up one time, asked if I still had the alternator. I'm like, yeah. She's like, well, it's like, I went to the store, they want to charge me over $200 for one. I'm like, well, if you get this one, like, this is going to be more than $200. She's
Yeah, it's like
what?
500, 600.
Well, I paid $360 is what I paid for it.
So you
She's
got a
like,
deal on it. But
well,
still,
because it was his Facebook
that's
page.
your deal, not her deal. So
It was his Facebook page I follow. I can't remember the name of it, but that's all they specialize in is alternators for systems. All you gotta do is tell them what it's going in, what color and everything, and how many amps you want. Cause they have them up to like almost, I think, 400 amps.
yeah, 400.
But yeah, I paid
The crazy part is
$360.
They got them up to almost 500 now.
And what was crazy is that when they came in, there was one little part that was chipped. And I sent them pictures of everything when I got it. And I told them that I'm not worried about it. They just need to have the packaging do a little better. Because they got broken in shipping.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'm going to get started. And I fucking did it and everything. And I sent him a picture of it after I got done. And he's like, damn, man. He's like, you got that done quick. I was like, man, I thought it took me a while. I'm like, because it was giving me trouble trying to get it in and out without taking off the hoses.
Yeah.
I love Team Blood Rock. There is a unique flavor to that liver. And you've honored that. It's not lacking. In fact, it's better. You've used the fly and the carrots the perfect way.
Yeah, I actually
You want to
missed
try
that
this
car.
new zombies map out?
Huh? The vibe?
Want to try it?
Well, yeah, I missed the vibe and I missed the Firebird too. That Firebird was nice. It was just for fucking. It's hard getting in and out of that motherfucker.
Yeah, that was being
That fucker was real low to the ground. It was a good car though.
Oh, yeah.
It was fat. It was the Vibe governed at 115. The Firebird governed at 135. I got it to that speed one time. That's when I had to go to Roswell to meet up with that attorney that one time. I was running late and yeah, I beat him there. I was sitting in the office waiting for him when he got there. That was a good hit. The only thing that sucks is on standard, so it's not director mode. Oh, you motherfucker! I hate when it does that shit. There you go. There's a new map we're trying out.
Born and bred in Oregon, bought and distributed by Jen's favorite purveyor, Jeff Latham of Nikki USA.
It's great. I'm very lucky. A lot of chefs like to come in and we again slow the wheel down and make sure it's done right and let people pick what they want.
Besides the loins and shoulders, Jeff saves the most interesting cuts for chefs like Jen.
Elk tongue,
Elk tongue,
kidneys, liver, heart.
You mostly like the naughtier bits.
I do, and I think the tongue is amazing. It's almost like veal tongue or something. It's really, really tender.
Tonight, that elk tongue will be paired with fresh cuts of shoulder for one of Jen's signature dishes. Master butcher Jace Henches will break these animals down to traveling size.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it up.
Let me ask you a question. Is everybody in Portland either a meat
I forgot I was helping a buddy out the other day. XP grind. That shit was all fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd have been able to heal you across the map. I would have been able to do anything.
If you want to taste the essence of the meat? Try it raw.
It's pretty extraordinary.
I mean, it's so dry. There's so little fat in there, but it's so sweet. Oh, it's got a nice little nutty finish. That is delicious. Raw meat is easy to prepare, cut, and chew. I'm lucky to have Jen hustle me back to Lincoln to get some cooking in before the dinner rush. For the past 12 years, Jen made her name cooking some of Portland's finest simple homespun comfort dishes. Don't let that fool you. The results are elegant, sophisticated, and unpretentious. It takes talent to work with elk tongue and shoulder.
This is my favorite thing in the whole world to make.
The elk tongue is boiled and broken down with the shoulder into a creamy ragu. Served with Jen's trademark potato gnocchi. Oh my gosh. Look at that.
Want to taste?
I do.
See how long we last on this one, not knowing it at all.
I really don't know.
I don't even think I've seen gameplay of it yet.
I trust your journey, Buzz.
I've seen a little bit of it.
The director
I very much wish to examine the mainframe, sir. That sounded less clinical than intended.
In my life. Duck eggs, quail eggs, bed eggs,
It's got a really brittle shell, but it's got a really good flavor. It's really good because you can't put the one over the bill, but you want to go.
Insta-kill.
I don't think that is. It's like an agriculture. Sorry, like it's
Are you kidding me?
You're crazy. Are you petty?
And look, it returns. Well, no, but look, it's like it returns to its shape. That's crazy. That gelatinous mass rests on the diced heart. The sprinkling of sherry vinegar and more of that Oregon sea salt.
Ready?
Yeah.
So check that out. Look how thick it is. That's amazing.
I'm not even sure what I'm all opening up. I'm just opening
I
shit.
have every confidence you will recover the pencil artifact. Therefore, I am also certain you will be able to charge them.
Buttery and smooth and...
I knew it would not be as simple as merely delivering because something.
No, that is crazy good because you know how much I've had to eat today, which is a lot, and I can't stop eating this. In Portland, world-class ingredients provide for all kinds of taste discoveries. Often in places you wouldn't expect. Squeeze, pinch eggs, peas. I'll be checking in at a fully functioning family farm in the heart of a great American state. Check it out. Trust me, old McDonald's is like this. It's gonna be bizarre. Oh, this is bizarre by
I'm surprised we haven't seen the chest yet.
Isn't always red. But now, eczema isn't always going to stop you. With Eblis.
Right?
Eblis is a one-time treatment to help those moderate to severe eczema find real itch relief and real results. Like skin that's still more clear at one
You're getting off early.
Ah!
Allergic reactions can occur.
They almost got me there.
Eye problems can occur.
Right, I'm running and aggressive.
You should not receive a live vaccine treated with Eblis. Before starting treatment, tell your doctor about it.
Oh, nice boy.
Even at 1 year, clearly it's possible with Eblis. Talk to your doctor about Eblis for eczema.
Reaching your financial goals can feel impossible.
Tangy.
The tweet can help you seize them.
Have you seen an ammo chest at all?
I've seen one way back there, but I haven't seen one yet up here.
Okay, Dave. Let's do more than our allergies. Good day, for certain.
Portland's reputation as a progressive and green city has long made it a refuge for those seeking alternative lifestyles. And for those hoping to raise their families the way they see fit. How many ghosts do you have? It's the home of and their two children, Mia and Shoko. It also happens to be a fully functioning farm and guest house. Not 5 minutes from the guest house will be hundreds of perfectly legal urban farms in city neighborhoods like this one. None quite
Oh, shit.
I do.
I'm down.
I see that. Oh, shit. Well, there I went. I don't know how I feel about that map. I got 32 kills.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that one. I didn't see no ammo box to restock ammo. We went through several doors. Yeah. That was, yeah, I don't know about that.
Not too shabby.
It's really delicious.
Each day, nearly a gallon's worth of raw goat's milk is collected for cheese, creme fraiche, and drinking for the family. Sharing it with guests is another daily tradition.
Oh, you did?
Now, it would be particularly uncomfortable, Ginger, if you just eyeballed me non-stop while I was...
I did that, dude. After I did that, that's when my glasses broke.
Ooh.
So I wasn't able to get on.
It's sweet. And just that little bit, it's not tart, but that little bit of grassy flavor that is just remarkable. It's a treasure.
Yeah, and we love to share it with guests when they come.
Beyond serving as ambassadors for Portland's urban food movement, David and Krista make their living teaching alternative cooking and healing practices.
And as much as, we're kind of like weird hippies to some people, we're, in a way we're not. We live in the city. We're modern people. We don't reject the internet, for example. I love Facebook.
Well, hello.
The cameras, the media. It's an exciting time to be and sort of that you have.
I don't have any fucking good gobble gums.
When my grandmother's grandmother had me this way, prepared like this.
For David and Krista, the opportunity to
Man, my brother's new glasses should be in any day now.
grow a farm within the city.
Oh, hell yeah.
And to source a large percentage of what they eat from the land outside their front door.
I helped him with that money to get his glasses when I sold that Tahoe.
Oh, that's what's up.
I fucking, first thing I did, I went and registered it. I got something else I needed for it, and I gave our aunt, her $700 to pay her back for the $1,700 she lent me. And by the time everything's done and over with, I sent him like, what was it, 180, huh? It was like 180, huh?
Yeah.
And by the time it was all done and over with, I had like $30 left to my name to spin.
Bizarre 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, if I got the cash, I'm gonna try to get that fucking.
Welcome to Liberty Falls. Population? Well,
I forget what it's called. The big boost.
Well, you better get it before the other ones that say they want to get it.
Oh yeah.
Help me save this town.
At breakfast, we're joined by Busy and Open.
We lost contact with 3 of our scientists in town trying to stop the outbreak. Find them and bring them home. We need brain power as much as fire.
How's that smoothie, Buckaroo? Good? It is good, isn't it? I love it. For me, the most challenging thing on the table is not the liver smoothie. It's this.
Kaboom!
I can't stand it.
Keep pushing. We need to find out what calls up. Even if it turns out it was us.
It's a texture. I'm going to have a second bite of oatmeal. Because that's what I
half-assed blue.
And I made this something the first time in my horrifying
Miniature change. One of ours.
The physical aspect of I've got like 3. There's actually 5. I'm not gonna tell you.
Bonus points.
All price to pay for sharing a meal like this. Nothing processed, nothing unnatural. Just foods anyone's great-grandmother would recognize. Prepared in a manner that brings people together in how they
I got a
cook it,
pack-a-punch pistol.
how they share it, and how they enjoy it.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the day was realizing when I was in your kitchen how much
And now we wait.
thanks for reminding me.
Double points.
From its home kitchens to its high-end restaurants, this is a place where rule breakers excel. Where the community embraces them as their own. Experimentation, innovation, and inspired pride. That's what makes this a model American food town. So remember, when you're in Portland, if it looks good, eat it. That sounds repulsive. I can't try it. This is the food that I've seen in LA in a long time. On the top list of
Max Armor.
where some of the best food is in neighborhoods outsiders almost never see. How do you say that? Gordito. We gordito. Or people who aren't used to fed and spoiled foods. The smell tells you to get up and eat. Exploring these hidden neighborhoods means discovering some surprising communities. You know what I find very
Tear them to pieces.
You also discover some distinctive flavors offering surprises of their own.
Perfect. Keep wasting up little shits on site.
I happen to be a real picture waffle. The dark waters all that.
Max Ammo.
Aren't glamorous and don't get included on most tourist itineraries.
Do you want to test them?
I'm Andrew Zimmer.
I've never had this before.
I couldn't tell by looking at you handle it, and this is Bizarre Foods America.
Good find. Employees, monitor. Frank, control the water pressure.
canals instead of streams. For a time, boxing dishes, like the doors. Today, Venice Beach retains its carnival ethic, celebrating alternative lifestyles. Weightlifters, and
Insta-Kid.
I'm here to see my first run. Anything? It may take a while. Grunion are a fish so elusive, some people are convinced they don't even exist. It's no myth. From March to September, one break from the tide of the grunion come ashore to the fall. The females burrow into the sand to deposit their eggs. When a male finds a burrowed female, he excretes his sperm to fertilize it. It can all happen in less than a minute.
Down for the count.
During your bacchanalia, as long as you only use your hands. Eddie Lynn, Valentina Rivera, LA food bloggers, and host of the Red Sea Kamikaze Kitchen are old pros when it comes to running. As I scroll on the back, these are learning spotters in front of Larry's Pet Restaurant.
They are known to go as far south as Baja, Mexico, and as far north as Monterrey. Right. So we're kind of right in the middle, right?
Since there's at least an hour until the legal opener at high tide, Eddie and I decide to step inside and grab a quick bite. Larry's is typical of the area bar restaurants. Strong drinks, an impressive beer list, and a menu that's bringing some gastropub flavor to the boardwalk crowd. Clearly, they know how to make me happy. Brendan Collins wants me to try his epic surgery platter, including smoked oxtail terrine with pickled carrots, teamed with a copper in the
That is so good.
Bonus points.
Throwing tactical.
Guy with a one-track mind. How did you get into Grunion gathering?
Grunion is a long tradition in Southern California. Right. And I was doing it ever since I was in elementary school. Yeah. You know, my mom was like, go, hurry. So we would run out there. We had no idea what we were doing.
High tide is in. Time to make our way down to the beach. I have a fabulous sense of anticipation for zero first date. It does not matter what it is you're going to get. I'm excited. It's freezing cold, and we have to be careful with our flashlights. Any light or loud noise at all will spook the Grunion, and they'll opt for a quieter beach. Our spotters, Val and Andrew, have someone
Max Armor.
Staking out the most friendly patch of shoreline is at best an educated guessing game. So we waited. On the first night of the season, it may just be
How's it going in there?
Then, off in the distance, one of those watchful birds is found with its looking. Hey, right there, look at that, run in! Ah, there they are! Look like this. Like almost fatal. Close, but no Grunion. We had hands on Grunion. I saw the bird going after him. I just ran where the bird was, and Andrew had his hands on it. Eddie lost a flip-flop. I should also point out that the thrill of the Grunion, millions of them in themselves, not two. It's the first time we saw Grunion. At the height of the Grunion run, it was warming. On the first
Kaboom!
Hey! There it is. I see it running! Wow! What's in the bucket? Bucket! The bucket's already here! Oh, nice! No, do not let that Grunion go! Not like that. I am so overwhelmed. You hit it. Actually finding this skinny little fish coming out of an immense dark ocean onto a vast California beach is kind of miraculous. In all seriousness, this got thrilling and fulfilling all at the same time. Because even if we never see another one of those little silvery fish for the rest of eternity, we have 3 We got a grunion. Just threw itself right up on the beach for us. Valentino, our grunion whisperer, comes up with 2 more fish, bringing our tally to 5. We have a grunion. Eddie arranged to cook up our catch back at the kitchen at Larry's for a post-midnight snack.
That must have been Dennis
Cleaning
Griffin.
the fish,
Church groundskeeper.
signs
Good
of the
guy.
spawning of the truck.
Seems locked in.
Double
I
points.
wonder what the keys are.
The scarcity makes it better, but the cooking technique is vital. A quick dunk in milk, ready with flour, and they're ready for the deep fry. An extra 30 seconds or so in the oil, bone trying to soften up. Oh, good. This is just delicious fish. Tender, flavor, great sailing. I wish we had more. There are 4 days of the season. Yeah. Tonight was night 1. Right. We'll get it again. But for the first night, very nice. For you. It's surprising to catch fish up on the beach. Even more surprising to find more fish yourself. You're flying in one of the toughest hunting jungles in all of Los Angeles. So the best eggs in the world can be laid right here in Top Mexico.
Max ammo.
Wait, did I just say $5.99? Get out of here. This pizza's only $5.99? No way. This is my perfection is only $5.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Hey, pirate, get your hook off my $5.99 pizza. Choose a large 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $5.99 when you order online. Only $5.99. What?
Pizza, pizza. It's a voyage of discovery. What's at the core of all these things that only humans do? And for that, they have to break the rules.
These really big design contracts. Nice, the creative type or finance type. It looks to be your last book program. And you can grow your business all in one place. Including absolutely no waste of time.
Insta-kill.
You knew what we are.
We're just getting started.
Who's responsible for this? If something goes wrong, you find
Smooth.
the scapegoat.
Too smooth.
What you do? If you want to save on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do. Don't walk away from me.
Picture this. The power to instantly shop anything you see. With Amazon Lens, you can take photos
All
to
right,
search in the Amazon
Let's
app.
see what you've been keeping locked up.
Recreate a look you love.
Good find. That's got to be the handbrake for the thruster gun weapon.
Or find a replacement, whatchamacallit bulb. Whatever inspires you.
Magic
Find it in the
bubblegum.
Amazon app.
What's the worst
See it?
that could happen?
With Amazon Lens.
Kaboom!
This is Richland Farms, a 10-block rural enclave smack dab in the middle of LA. Tomas Carlos grew up here, tending to the animals in his parents' backyard. Today, he's showing me the ropes at his own place across the street. Of course I have. We're cleaning stalls and feeding horses in a neighborhood with the highest crime rate in LA County. Compton grew on land donated to the city back in 1883 with a provision that it was named zone for agricultural use. That attracted people like Tomas's fathers, eager to keep his family connected to a life lived off of the land. What's the goat's name?
No, we never really,
Dinner.
You were the best tasting thing in the whole world.
Sadly for me, she's off limits. Tomas's wife Nancy has a strict no eating the livestock rule. The pet.
stranger can accomplish anything.
Max armor.
You're likely to turn up just about anywhere. There's another one. I don't need for it. The best things in the world right here in Compton, yo. I couldn't resist. How old is White House? I could even do this, but I'm not gonna.
Tear them to pieces.
These fresh eggs will go with you to the kitchen, where John's mother-in-law and family friend Betty are putting together a Mexican-style farmer's feast. Tacos, tostadas, and tortitas. And that's just the tease. Ruby brings the recipe, secret ingredients and all, from her native Michoacan. Western Mexico, no one would come from food. But before we can eat, there are still chores to do. Checking on the farms we listen to. What's your name? Soft. The horse raising operation.
Max ammo.
Bringing in a little extra money, but it's more about lifestyle than cashing in. This is how Tomas takes an afternoon stroll. You know what I find very impressive? Look at how this horse handles the speed bumps. Look at that. Nice job. Tomas calls this a ranch community. Most of the people here a lot of them raise goats, chickens, or simply peanuts.
Double points. Bonus points.
Really? What brain-dead local politician would try to keep kids away from learning about their own culture and their own community? It's the same
That's Dr. Marie.
that keeps the
Joined the physics team last year. Nice enough guy, but weird.
cultural heritage. So everywhere you turn, you see people very seriously celebrating culinary traditions. Ruby, Betty, and her husband Luis are putting the finishing touches on their meal.
Insta-Kid.
Elbow to elbow on the nearby streets, you can taste the time and the care that went into these dishes to their environment. Our eating is made with pork, crispy slowly for hours in the frozen
Bonus points.
I love it. The tortillas are light egg fritters, seasoned with twice cooked, fried and ground salt and shrimp. Did you try these?
No, I was on a GoPro.
Yeah, you better hurry because I'm about to take that whole pot home. That's right. It's a little egg with ground salt and shrimp. Come on, more than farm fresh eggs like horses. Cultural traditions of breaking down stereotypes all at the same time. Restaurants and gangs and drugs, and it's ironic that I've not gone to rap. I've heard this song. I've not heard a rap song all day long. Yeah, big There's lots of words for it.
Double points.
A bucket of brine and tofu to get this big. We'll taste it one day. I don't know.
protectors of the city. Not today.
So tightly packed, you can eat all of China in just one day. On and around just one street, Valley Boulevard. Over 600 Chinese restaurants in the San Gabriel Valley.
Now I should go pack a punch my shotgun.
I use all the help I can get. Clarissa Way is a freelance journalist, young, dedicated beyond belief, and smart. She's taking me to sample a cross-section of her favorite places in the valley. The journey begins with the foods of Taiwan, here at Yongho City.
Get ready for a lot of fried dough. I'm taking you to a traditional Taiwanese breakfast.
Fried dough. Kaboom! And more fried dough. Breakfast food in Taiwan is typically grab-and-go street food. The most substantive option is hot rice porridge.
Remember your training.
These are eggs preserved for weeks in a heavy brine until almost black. The nice thing about salt will obey is perfect in a vehicle like this. The rice is raw.
Bad idea! Bad idea!
It just seasons the rice beautifully, cheesy, salty, about a mile further on, the Hakka are a migratory pig intestine extra chewy, Jiangxi Chowda Chang is the way to go. This, by the way, is a traditional Hakka viewer for morning sickness. When I think of something that I want to
What's good, Faded? How's it going, bro?
it's the wonderful diaperish aroma of pig intestine. But that's why the ginger. The ginger, which is very good for your stomach and digestive system. These intestines are lightly blanched in water seasoned with vinegar for a clean flavor and maximum chewiness. That texture is highly prized.
Using lethal.
They'll just stir fry it with a lot of sauce, but
Detonating C4. The connection between sensei and student is strong.
Max armor.
Chili overload, which I love. Hunan cooking is known for its expertise in using restaurants, peppers, and all. Hot sauce, spicy, epic stir fry of over a dozen hot sauces.
Ultimate mastery comes from the mind.
Full power.
that I would put 7. This I would put 8.5. I can't feel my tongue now.
No, it's scorched.
I feel like I can breathe fire.
At Sam and Luke Barbecue, the cooking is Cantonese, Southern style. Their dishes are built around gentler seasonings and sparingly simple combinations of ingredients.
This place opened in 1983 and they specialize in Cantonese roast barbecue. No,
Even our mistakes can serve as teachers.
marinated in an orange. The hot sauce is great on it.
Insta-Kid.
Some Chinese food
Using lethal.
Flavors preparation can vary from region to region. We're trying ours here at 101 Hot Pot.
Using lethal.
I'll tell you right now, this smells fouler than any other stinky tofu I've had in America. I've eaten it a lot of different places. Stinky tofu is very stable. The soy curd is dry, often in...
I was about to say, who the hell's in here with us?
Here at the 101 Hot Pot, they use a brine that's so intense, health regulations prevent the restaurant from storing it on site. You can see the beautiful cheesy soy protein that's broken down and rotted is nasty.
Do not assume that my physical form detracts from my master skills.
Bonus points. Food power.
With the day winding down, we're settling into one last feast, where nothing is what it appears to be. Chicken that's not chicken, fish that's not fish. It's a big business in Asia, transforming vegetable products into food that looks, smells, and tastes like meat. China's a country with a strong Buddhist tradition that encourages a meatless lifestyle. Here, at Veggie Paradise, that means serving...
Have a look inside.
Max ammo.
Once every 2 or 3 years, I get focused you have to be careful of the longbow. After Veggie Paradise, I need a seriously meaty meal to make up for what I couldn't eat. One of the best burgers in all of Los Angeles.
That's the wiring for the jet gun.
As one of its most notorious housing projects. Some of the world's greatest food is found in some of the unlikeliest of places. Nickerson Gardens over there, Hawkins House of Burgers over here, Happiness.
Oh, I went down.
Double point.
Where you at? Be right there.
Yeah, where you build the...
Oh, okay.
I'm only a mystery writer. I'm not a detective.
Okay, I'm going back over there. I'm heading back to where you are.
Don't let yourself panic. Don't give the capital. They've taken enough
Opportunity to show how we operate.
It's 15 to pack 20 years home.
Yeah, I almost got enough for that.
With Amazon Photos, Prime members get unlimited full-resolution photo storage and 5 gigabytes of video storage, so you can securely store your digital photos and use your pictures to create prints, books, and custom decor. You can also share and display your photos.
What you got going on, Faded? Are you on the game right now?
To get started, download the Amazon Photos.
guard over a Los Angeles neighborhood plagued by gang violence and still scarred by race riots in the 60s. But that's not the whole story of life in Watts. There are signs of hope.
That should fit any standard pressure control valve.
Remain calm in the face of adversity.
Insta-kill.
That's like living inside one.
Max armor.
Each night, Elena and her daughters fill rations feeding more than
That's going to attract some attention. Keep the hostiles clear. We need to
Ooh, I can too.
before dawn to load the truck for another day serving their goal neighborhood regularly.
Bad idea!
This business has come a long way since she started, selling tamales to feed her 7 children. A friend of mine told me the story that your mom was doing this out of a push cart.
Stay alert.
How long did it take to go from
I'm stuck. Okay. No. Okay. That was a little intense there.
I believe in you, Turtles.
Woo! That has a rich, fatty finish. You know, you get little surprises like little pieces of
I'm going back over there.
in there, cartilaginous, smoky, chili spice, olipop. How do you say fatty? Gordito. Gordito.
Calling in Scorestreak.
Even though you get pretty good food, there's a sense here that you don't mess with the people who make good food. She opened Hawkins House of Burgers 30 years ago on one of the toughest corners in town. Famously, which is one of the most notorious projects, you know, not just in the western half of the country. We know the kids, their parents.
One more item crossed off the shopping list. This better be. I think that's everything we need for the jet gun. Let's head back to the motel and slap this thing together.
Cynthia loves running the grill.
No.
They're holding the wall, so we strive for the best. Only the best of our husbands, agents, chefs, only the best. We're in the ghetto, we'll watch it. When you come to Hawkins, you will get the best. That's a guarantee.
That's a guarantee.
The Thrustodyne Model 23, huh? Definitely not Janus sanctioned. But that doesn't matter now, does it? Let's see what this thing can do.
A butterfly hot link and loads of pastrami. It's a behemoth. Let me just point out the obvious. It's big. I'm a large man,
Got a feeling you'll
so
need
I'm
that.
lucky I can pick this up. Super fresh. This neighborhood.
Alright, 1 second.
Goodness.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Watts is a neighborhood hungry for places to gather. After Watts comes out, Desiree and Henry run to safely control the neighborhood.
But you will ever look. It's like it's a restaurant.
I actually like this pistol pack-a-punch. There's explosive rounds. I can actually sit sideways on this one.
Look, Panos, I'd like to understand how the LTG device operates.
Well, in layman's terms, it makes ether storms go poof, and then you win a prize. Summons high value targets so we can steal their life energy. My colleagues managed to fill one ether canister before they ran out of luck. You'll need to fill 2 more. Solid report those fully open in about a minute. Hey, off the device. The gateways sound delicate while it's working. That's enough working parts. Time to construct the LTG device.
You're clear to proceed, Alpha.
Families are refugees who escaped in the 1970s from the killing fields of Pol Pot's Khmer Rouge.
I'm worried about the director. I saw him when this started, when his comms went dark.
Growing up in the LBC.
Well, if I'm learning anything, it's that just because you're missing doesn't mean you're dead.
And thanks to a bootleg
Isn't that so?
Who are you talking to?
Honestly, it's just a rhetorical question, that's all.
Home cooked specialties on the menu at Phnom Penh Noodles.
Alpha team, soften up that HVT.
Unlike a lot of immigrant communities,
We must defeat the Foot.
preferring a mealy of old all-American cheeseburger. I took a special as a go-to. Everybody sort of felt never leave the picture of them. I hurry home from school for a meal. The outside of the porch is really the courtyard. Neighbor hamburgers, eating bite-sized chunks of blood cake. Literally just melts in your mouth. Nothing bloody about the blood cake or diapers not being tested. It's just sweet, and and porky kind of famous stuff. It's unbelievable. Cratch lets me sample some of his house special noodles too. Layered with the same perfectly cooked offal and pork bone soup on the side. Wow. There's history in this food.
Food power.
No offense, Panos, but if one of you bad roads was there to survive, my money would have been on Pelletier.
Whoa, what the fuck is that? Behind you. Ugh.
I expected better.
We can try again once the L kitchen is done.
Clearly not your typical potluck dinner. There's also balloons, a common street food found throughout Southeast Asia. It's a fertilized vegetable. It's served in the shell. I've eaten it all over the world, including Cambodia, where the eggs had been on the shell just a little bit. I think 2 bites.
I got a little interested in it.
Vic here is excited to give me a better balloon experience than the one I had in his native country.
Right?
Operator establishing score streak.
Something that's both Cambodian and American. I have ideas.
That HVT may hit hard, but we hit hard. Right on.
How old?
Time to waste. Trap it and harvest its energy.
I couldn't tell by looking at the handle.
Yes.
Max ammo.
Let it wander.
HVT is KIA.
Let me either canister is filled. Excellent work, my new friends.
The next Cambodian back up, and we'll welcome Andrew here. And here he is, and Happy New Year.
That's what the British done before. Like magnetic, I named them after the undisputed authority on targeted energies. But it takes some fine-tuning. The frequencies are temperament.
I would advise more practice.
Maggie had always wanted more, so she got Blink Smart Home Security with the Blink app.
Man, you get me another selfie live.
Which stitches together footage from all your cameras. So you can see what happened in an instant. Oh, boomer. Really? Get more of the story with the app that gives you more. Blink and get more.
Careful, watch your step. Do you have any theories about the murder?
Oh, I leave theories to the experts, Lieutenant. I'm only a mystery writer. I'm not a detective. With Amazon Photos, Prime members get unlimited full-resolution photo storage and 5 gigabytes of video storage, so you can store your digital photos. To get started, download the Amazon Photos.
Hey, Pablo, how you doing? Ah, you're heist, okay. I'm in.
Tear them to pieces.
Not far from Rodeo Drive, there's another side of Los Angeles. Beverly Hills, less glamorous streets, more affordable.
Okay, that canister by the gas station should be accessible now.
Good. Let's get to work filling it.
Guys like Michael Voltaggio and Vinny DiTolo and John Schultz, culinary Edward Scissorhands, and a modernist Michelangelo.
Nobody told me how beautiful it was here.
That's going to leave a scar.
Traffic, highway, asphalt. Nobody ever talks about this part of it, you know?
Jordan Kahn's Los Angeles is like one endless farmer's market, from the beaches to the canyons.
Max Ammo.
The modern menu at his Beverly Hills restaurant, Red Medicine.
Nasturtium, radish, it's all grown within about 80 feet of each other. This describes Southern California food scene.
Today, we're scouring near Topanga Canyon, where at this time of year, there's an explosion of wildwood soil. Wow! Yes, I'm amazed with one plant how many different flowers there are. Grassy, bright flowers, newer flowers. That's three that I've identified. One plant. 2 steps away, another plant. Unmistakable of wild mushrooms. The jar of mushrooms.
Dang, I went down.
Double points.
There you go.
Need a medic!
All laid out on the kitchen counter, the plants.
I'm up.
You know, Picasso had a blue period. You had your Urbaceous period. Picasso didn't have.
There is always
Fool bound.
Heart-mad scientist Jordan Frank formed the soil stems into a custard-like turd with some oxalic acid to accent the plant's bitter note. Comes through. I love tasting the ingredient that I like in a new way. And I've done that now like 5 times today with just that one plant. I love sorrel. While the sorrel curd says, we want the main course. Juicy wild mustards to create a simple sauce. It's a stunning emerald green essence, a vegetal liquor with a weapons-grade aroma. I leaned over that and my eyes started watering.
That portal beam is taking a beating. Get on it, team.
In this case, a massive brisket. It's already cooked for 36 hours, and it's about to undergo an incredible transformation. We try to keep the brisket
Systems critical. Failure imminent.
these individual fibers.
Gateway portal stabilizing.
The neat fibers are
We got a dark ether power source. It looks pissed.
Pistachio oil finishes the sauce. The dish resembles a fallen log on the forest floor. Moist, it's forgiving. I love pulling apart the strands.
The sauce is kind of like present, but not overly
Chocolate, but it's strong. You don't need much. Since 10:30 this morning, I've been in love with the idea of this dish. It's even better now that I'm eating it. I have the greatest chocolate. Not even close. I've been a huge fan of Jordan Kahn for a while now. I'm not the only one.
Transfer its energy with Max Ammo.
Okay, Panos. My team did their part. Now it's up to you.
Bring that to me. It won't take long for the energy to dissipate.
Red Medicine's menu changes on a whim, and since platings are based on Jordan's origin line,
Panos, when this is over, we need you to come in for debrief. That's an order copy.
Well, Badger, you have your orders. I have mine.
like us is...
Yeah, just a second. Oh.
And that describes our
Damn.
Not today.
I learned more today than I have in a long time about food, and I spend a lot of time learning about food. This was exceptional. Thanks for a great day. Unbelievable. It's great. From Cambodia town to Hollywood, from haute cuisine to hamburger steaks. Los Angeles is a city built on the strength of its neighborhoods, and the neighbors who come together.
No.
United not just by their zip codes, but by their sense of community, shared love of really great food. So the next time you're in Los Angeles, remember, if it looks good, eat it.
Where you at, Chase?
No, I'm way over here. I'm fixing to have to call it, but gotta be up at 5.
Ooh.
You must remember.
Might as well let them take it out. It was nice knowing y'all.
Nice knowing you. Oh, we gotta wait for the beat out.
I'm Andrew Zimmern, and this is Our Foods America.
That was a hell of a fucking match, though.
That was.
Hours before dawn, the Pacific Fishing Fleet offloads their catch of tuna, okra, mahi-mahi, and other species. That's a beauty.
Yeah, guys.
Straight off the boats, the fish are washed and weighed, numbered and tagged, and set out on pallets for buyers to inspect. Within hours, these fish are served up in markets and restaurants all over Hawaii. As far away as LA.
Hell yeah, guys. I mean, I'll probably be on tomorrow at some point.
Nice.
Hell yeah, guys. Y'all have a good one.
Alright, you too.
All these little samplings are meant to give people an indication of what the meat quality and, most importantly, the fat quality is there. There's always a slice from the tail, and this is a cylindrical cut that's made with a plug that they pull out so that folks can take a look at what's on the inside of the fish before they buy it. Brooks Takanaka is manager at United Fishing Agency, operating the only auction of this scale anywhere between Tokyo and Portland, Maine. You know you are a very, very important restaurateur when you have your own buyers with your own tags at the fish market. Everything is averaging around $7, $8 a pound, except for these two fish right here. $10.30, $11 a pound wholesale, 172 pounds. Wow. Times 11 bucks. You do the math. And come around here and I'll show you why. This is a $7 a pound fish. Gorgeous, fresh tuna, beautiful, fatty. But look at how the difference is between the belly, which starts here on this fish, and the fatty light color on these. With the buyer's permission, Brooks can give me a sample from one of this morning's most expensive
Prop. Hide and survive.